Today, in the last video of 2023, we'll be taking a ride on one of the Chinese high-speed trains that was directly developed from foreign technology, in this case the Japanese Shinkansen, so let's go and check it out together. Ni hao and welcome back to China. We're in Nanjing for today's trip, a megacity of 10 million people situated in the Yangtze River Delta region and capital of the Jiangsu province. Nanjing is a very important city, both historically and in the modern day. It has been the capital of China for various dynasties since the 3rd century, and today is home to 68 universities and academies, 13 of which are of the top tier double first class ranking. Okay, let's head to the station. Nanjing South took over as the main station and high-speed hub in the city in 2011, opening just 2 days before the inauguration of the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed line. It's absolutely colossal, with a floor space of 458,000 square metres. It's 6 times larger than the station it replaced. Let's head inside. Entry is organised by these metal barriers which feed you into the virtual ticket checkpoint. This is carried out by simply scanning your passport on the gate line or showing it to a member of staff. You are then in the security area where a bag X-ray and body metal detector check is carried out. These are quite stringent and no large aerosols or sharp objects of any description are allowed. Then head up the escalators to the main concourse. Lifts are also provided on the left-hand side for step-free access. And wow, how impressive is this? There's no ticket office here, as you need to have purchased it before you enter the station, and 99% of people do it online anyway in advance. Although the station is located around 10 kilometres from the city centre, it's well connected by 4 metro lines which also link it to the international airport. Large departure boards can be found up above. While these don't show the destinations in English, if you find your train number and departure time, you can easily work out which gate you need to be at. The variety of shops and food outlets here is also very impressive, with everything from noodle bars to McDonald's located on the upper mezzanine levels. I grabbed some food as I had around a 30-minute wait before my boarding time. If you look at this departure board, the red denotes boarding closed for that service, green is currently boarding, and yellow is the next train to board. Before boarding opens for our train, let me take a few moments to tell you about today's video sponsor.
The Trip.com app and website are by far the easiest way to purchase Chinese rail tickets for foreigners and without a Chinese phone number or ID card. Just select your date of travel, origin and destination stations, choose the type of train you'd like to search for, and every available option with prices will instantly appear. Click on your desired train and the available class options will be shown with their relative prices. Once you confirm your train, class and contact details, then you can choose your preferred seat. Lastly, make payment by international credit or debit card, PayPal or Google Pay. Just turn up to the station and scan your passport. It really is as easy as that.
Trip.com also sell European train tickets including for the UK, Spain, France, Germany and more.
Once again, a huge thanks to Trip.com for making this video possible. Check them out at the link in the description below.
Okay, let's board. It's just a case of scanning your passport on the gate line and following the crowd. Escalators and stairs lead down to the platforms, and there are also lifts for step-free access. If anything, the station is even more impressive down here. The 28 platforms serve over 325 high-speed trains and around 500,000 passengers per day, which is more than double the throughput of the busiest station in London. If you like high-speed trains, then this is a great place to come to. Let's now check out our route on board train number G2815 this afternoon from Nanjing South to Hangzhou East. Our train rolls in around 5 minutes before scheduled departure. It's a 16-car China Railways CRH 380AL EMU based on the E2 series Japanese Shinkansen. There is some debate as to whether this technology was acquired legitimately, but the Chinese insist that it was under a technology transfer agreement. These have a design speed of 380 km per hour and a regular in-service speed of 350 km per hour. However, during testing, a train managed to achieve a mind-blowing 486 km per hour. I'm sure you'll agree they certainly look the part, sleek and stylish. Boarding is level with the platform, with just a very small gap to cross. They have 3 classes on board, second, business and first, where we'll be travelling today. Unlike on a plane though, business class is the highest class of service on a train. First class is in a 2+2 layout with these wide recliner armchairs which all rotate to face the direction of travel. This is me for today, coach 4, seat 5A. We depart precisely on time at 2:14 p.m. This trip is 254 kilometres in length and is scheduled to take just 1 hour and 43 minutes of travel time, arriving at 3:57 p.m. The price of a first class adult ticket is 210 Chinese yuan, which I think is pretty good value considering the comfort, speed and complimentary offerings. We'll check out the prices for the other classes when we take a look at those seats a bit later on. The top speed on today's trip will be just 300 km per hour due to line speed limitations. If you want ad-free, early access to every video, great perks and to help me do bigger and better reviews, then become a channel member from just £1.99 per month. Just click the link above now or the join button in every video. Thank you! I've said it before and I'll say it again, the railway infrastructure in China blew my mind. There is literally miles and miles of intertwining high-speed lines wherever you look, which now forms the world's biggest network by far, totalling 42,000 kilometres, which is over 2/3 of the whole world's high-speed lines. Okay, let's check out the seat. It's super comfy, well padded and has an excellent soft and winged headrest. You can recline it a decent amount by pushing this small button. Legroom is also really good with an adjustable two-sided footrest for additional support. There is a seat back pocket which contains a sick bag and a China Railways magazine. Down below is a power socket which has one Chinese and one European/American outlet. Here is the lever which rotates the seat pair, allowing you to make a bay of 4 if desired. A foldable tray table can be deployed from inside the armrest. This is large but not particularly sturdy. The seat also has a radio/entertainment system, however I didn't have any wired headphones to be able to test it out. Coat hooks can be found on the back of the seat and also on the wall above. Finally, a sunblind is available on the window and adjustable air vents are located just above it. Overall, it's very well designed and comfortable, perfect for shorter high-speed trips like this, and even over much longer distances. I'd be very happy here for 4+ hours. We are soon steaming along at today's top speed of 300 km per hour. The friendly onboard attendant soon comes around with the complimentary food and drinks offering. I went for a Coke and this snack pack. These 4 different appetizers were plenty to keep me going on this relatively short trip. Right, now let's go and check out the rest of the train. This is the dining car, which has a nice sit-down table area to eat at. They serve light meals including noodle dishes and snacks, crisps and hot and cold drinks. Here is business class. the premier accommodation on the train, which is in a 2+1 layout. These beautiful leather recliners lie completely flat into a bed with unrivaled space. The price is 450 Chinese yuan per seat for this trip. Here is second class, which includes the wheelchair spaces. This budget option is in a 3+2 layout. I find the seats in here pretty narrow and not very soft, but they are okay for shorter trips. There is still plenty of legroom though. The price in here is 130 Chinese yuan. There is a seating option and indeed a price point for everyone, so I guess it's down to you as to how much you want to spend. Every coach has a separate wash basin area along with 2 toilets. The first is a squatty potty one. They were all clean, fully working and stocked up during all my trips. The second one is a Western style commode, again a choice for all. If you want to see what business class is like on one of the brand new 400 km/h Fuxing CR400 high speed sets, then click my link above now. I don't think that I could ever get bored of the train window views at this speed. It might be dark and dismal today, but seeing the landscapes and other trains fly by like this is just mesmerising. All on-board announcements are made in both Mandarin and English, which is great to hear.
We look forward to seeing you on your next trip.
We have a 5-minute planned stop here while a fast service passes us on the centre tracks. Back on the move, and we are now approaching Huzhou, our final intermediate stop of the day. This is probably a place you've never heard of, despite it having a population of 1.5 million people, which makes it a similar size to Dallas in Texas or Leeds in the UK. One of the most notable buildings near the city is the Sheraton Hotel, situated on the nearby Lake Tai, China's 3rd largest freshwater lake. It is affectionately known locally as the Horseshoe Hotel. The station opened in 2020 and is another dedicated to the rapidly expanding high-speed network in the area. Free Wi-Fi is available on the train, however because I didn't have a Chinese SIM card I couldn't register and therefore couldn't get it working, unfortunately. We are now on the home straight, and now seems like as good a time as any to give you my summary of today's trip. I was super impressed with the ride quality of these trains, along with the comfort provided in this first class seat. You have all the amenities you could possibly need for much longer trips than I've taken today, and the complimentary goodies were a lovely touch. The staff members that I interacted with were also kind and friendly, and seemed to really enjoy their jobs. The speed is also captivating, even at just 300 km/h. I can't imagine what it would be like on the test run when this train got up to 486 km/h. We are now pulling into Hangzhou East Station, with apartment blocks and offices intimately lining the elevated tracks. Let me take this opportunity to thank you all for watching my channel over the last 12 months. We made it to 100,000 subscribers. Let me also wish you and your family a happy new year and all the luck for 2024. Needless to say, we arrive exactly on time at 3:57 PM. Have you been on any Chinese high-speed trains before? Which route did you do and how did you find it? Let me know in the comments below. Once again, a big thanks to Trip.com for sponsoring this video. Check them out at the link in the description below for all your Chinese train ticket needs. By the way, I'm always open to new video ideas, so send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter if there's anything you really want to see on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe as I publish a new review every Friday. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next week.